Definitely. Definitely. Okay. Now my second question. Stolen from whom?
Oh my God. From his master.
Why there was a smile when you said that, Minashi? You were sure that it was from the master, right?
Yeah, where
Okay,
else
beautiful.
he steal
Beautiful.
from?
Beautiful. Why? Because there are so many disciples, they're all samurai children, and likely that they all would have so-called. There are
Kagri.
three minimum varieties of sword. Actually, iron sword. They have to practice. They begin with the first one, which is a short sword, which is of a lesser quality. Second is the medium sword, and third is called the great sword. Okay. He could choose that one of the great swords of the disciples, because there are disciples of various categories. The senior disciple would have a very powerful great sword. He could have stolen that. Why did he not do that? You are very right. I don't know how you arrived at the conclusion that he stole the sword of the master. Why? What is your interpretation? If I ask you, why do you say that?
No, if he had stolen from the disciples, he would be found out because disciples would look at their stuff. I don't think the master uses his sword. He's kept it safely.
Of course.
So he wouldn't know. And this fellow would have in stealth stolen it.
All right, good point. Now I have another question. What is that question?
Did the master know that his sword was stolen?
One, two, not that.
Hmm.
When did the sword was stolen?
That is an obvious question. I will tell you the answer. Obviously, before the first duel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
before.
is it
Maybe 1 week before or
maybe
1 month before, but definitely before the first real sword fight.
Yeah.
And again, Vinay, that's a good question, but there is irrelevance for the question, because knowing it when, of course, it is important. It is obvious that when he went for the first real duel with the samurai, he must have stolen that before that. And obviously, it must have been at least a week before that, because he had to have some practice with that sword. Real sword, okay? I mean the iron sword. Let us use real sword for that. Obviously, before that. Another question. Quite possibly. Because with that sword only he must have gone. Yeah. Because he has stolen that sword only once and he must have gone with that sword. Yes, of course. Or also, Asadi, it is possible that he's gone to a different place with the complete design and setting of his samurai's dress. Not only samurai is not in the dress alone. It's in a lot of expressions. So he can ask a craftsman to make it also. But very obviously, that is the likelihood, because when he left this place, he must have kept the sword back. That is a very quick conclusion. That provided he would negotiate with the master, tell all these reasons and request for that sword and all that. That kind of a logic can be applied in some other contest, but not in this contest, Asudi. Again, in the contest of
Master, even when he left, claiming that he's going to be a peasant,
is
probably.
I think his laptop has run out of charge.
Okay. Okay.
What was the final point Ashwati was talking about? That means the sword was with the master only.
Yeah, I think Ashwati meant that when he left for good, he must have put it back, and now he has come back to take the sword. Is that right, Ashwati? Okay, okay. Mm.
This could again be another evidence for Dityaji's question, first question. Whether the master knew that he was practicing?
Yeah, probably he knew he was practicing with his sword and killing samurais with his sword. And maybe that's why he finally said the spirit of the sword does not die. He actually meant his sword. Because the sword itself is not ordinary.
Vinay, are you talking?
Yes. I'm sorry. Sir lost his net connection, so he announced that the meeting has ended. I mean, the session had ended, but he wanted us to get the question in the coming Saturday. What was Meenakshi was saying according to that? What was exactly Meenakshi was saying? It was a sword stolen from the master cook.
Yes, I said that he had stolen the master's sword and gone and defeated the samurais, because the case says that he made the clothes, but it does not say anything about the sword. So obviously he has stolen the sword. And the second point I wanted to add is that probably even when he left to become a peasant, in quotes, he has taken the sword with him.
Okay.
And that's the reason probably why the master said the spirit of the sword does not die, because that sword itself is primed for fighting and not to be afraid of death.
Okay.
That's my extrapolation.
Okay. So the final statement by Sir was it was a sword stolen from the master cook. Statement.
Master.
Then, sorry,
Yes, master samurai.
Master samurai.
Master samurai. Yeah.
Then he has a question in his mind. What could have been that question? Sir has
A question in
his
whose mind? In samurai's mind?
No. Sir's mind.
Sir's mind.
In sir's mind. Oh,
Yes.
okay. Oh. So we have to come with that question on Saturday. That's the assignment.
Yes. Then we'll continue the discussion.
Okay. Thanks, Vinay.
Okay. Thank you. It was
Bye
beautiful.
all.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Yeah, beautiful
Thank you.
session.
all.
Bye, Ron.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank
Thank you.
Honored.
Good night.
Thanks.
Good night.
Bye.
Thank
Good
you.
night. Bye.
Bye.
Good night. Bye.
Well, this is the review of the headphones I received. I am by no means an expert on this, but I hope it will help anybody that tries to decide. The build is very cheap, so you can see it easily, just like squirms. It has these things that you can just like pull to make this thing longer, right? It holds very well. It has it on both sides. The neck is not at all smooth. You can hear it make sounds like this, like so. So you can see it's not smooth. It works like on steps. For the most part, it is smooth though, but it does move like in steps. The cables are very thin, so don't expect anything too refined. The space between the headset and the connection here, this Y, is just enough to allow you to take them off comfortably, but it's not the same as just having one wire. Volume control works fine. It does not modify the volume of the computer, but rather it has an internal volume, which I don't like, but that's fine. Mute, on mute. Then it's just a Sennheiser logo there. Yeah, and this head that you can see doesn't fit entirely into the USB port. There's a part that's outside, I don't know why. And the head is pretty big. It's almost like a thumb. This is kind of uncomfortable, to be honest, because when you're screaming on bed and stuff, you have to be constantly wondering if this thing is gonna be damaged or not. The headphones are very light, as you can see. They pick up some dust. So it's not very premium feel at all. Yeah, it has screws there, screw here. The rest is just like pure chip plastic. So
Sennheiser PC8 headphone. Worst headphone ever I got. Noise cancellation don't work. Sound quality pathetic. I don't know why it costing 2,793 rupees. For what reason? It's totally waste. Never expected this. Never go for it. Never go for it, guys. It's just worst. Worst product ever.
Buenas tardes y vamos a comenzar este tutorial para controlar el balance de blancos en una zona donde no tenemos ninguna indicación. Tenemos aquí la herramienta equilibrio de balance de blancos a la izquierda, donde si clicamos en esta pancarta con la zona blanca, pues
हेडसेट जो कि मैंने अमेज़ोन से मंगाया था, अप्रॉक्स 2765 का पड़ा था मेरे को, सॉरी 2615 का अप्रॉक्स। क्वालिटी लेकिन बेस्ट है, प्रोडक्ट अच्छा है, परचेस कर सकते हैं आप सब, बेस्ट क्वालिटी है। नॉइज़ कैंसिलेशन काफ़ी बेटर है इसका।
Vous savez très bien, la communication, c'est la meilleure chose, au fait. Vous m'entendez ou pas? Vous m'entendez, ok. Ouais.